Pakun. Alright, it's cold as hell out. I got my gasket kit, refresh gasket kit for my 5.7 right here. It's all disgusting from when I painted some parts for the 240. But we're gonna pull this out of the garage. I got a car cover for it. And then we're gonna get this on an engine stand and just start tearing it apart. Got one of these bad boys here. This is brand new. Only turned it on once to make sure it works. Just hooks up to the propane here, and then basically shoots a little fire in here and blows the hot air, and it'll heat this up real easy. So we're gonna go ahead and move the 240 out of the garage. See here, looks like the rear main seal was leaking. You got tons of fluid down here. So it looks like in between the rear main seal and down here in the oil pan gasket, looks pretty bad. We got up here on the head, looks like it's leaking a little bit. There's oil on top. The back of the what's this, your oil filter location, that looks like that's got a lot of gunk on it. Let's see, no, Pakun. We got right here, the back of the throttle body is just gunked. So I assume, you know, up there in the intake, it might be pretty dirty. Other than that, oh yeah, the front cover, looks like a lot of oil in there. It's just pretty gunky. I'm hoping just replace all these oil leaks and she should be good to go. Oh, I still need to drain it. Can't forget about that. So we're gonna continue working on this. Like I said, I don't really know much about these engines. I have a torque sheet with all the different specs on it. I'm just gonna kind of take it apart and see what I can figure out with my brain. And if I need any help, I got a few buddies who are pretty smart on this type of V8 setup. A lot of the guys, you know, they stick with LS 5.7s, 350 small block Chevy engines. So I have help if I need it, but like I said, I'm just, you know, trying to get busy, start pulling stuff off, and it looks like a lot of the bolts and stuff will be easy to know where to go, but I'll try to keep it all together. And I don't know how I'm going to go about it. I think I'm going to do the bottom end first. All these seals down here. And then seal that back up, because I can't put it on the engine stand when I'm trying to do the rear main seal. So I can do all that part first and then seal everything back up, put it on the engine stand, and then start working on the heads, intake, front timing cover, all the front end stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of knock it out, see what I can figure out, and then if I need help, I will ask for help. I'll let you guys know if I run into anything crazy. We'll get back to tearing this thing apart, and hopefully it goes together as well as it came apart. And also I think I'm gonna try to put AC in it, but we'll get to there when we get there. All right, let's continue. So we finally got it on the engine stand. I had to have Luis come help me because cheap Harbor Freight hoist did not want to jack up. So we actually are jacking it by a regular jack. So let's see how it comes down. All right, that was the easy part. On the engine stand, create enough space. Work on the rear main seal. Fuck. That's a lot of work. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, okay. What'd you say?
Once they did an oil change, they treated his engine.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta remember it was leaking a lot. Alright, so we pulled it off. Alright, so we pulled it off. You can see the cam. See the cam through there?
Yep.
That's the cam right there. The bearings look good, or the journals or whatever. But there's no loose rods. Oh, this one. We got a rod knock.
Damn.
Damn it! Oh Lord! That's not good. Oh shit.
That's definitely not. And it's just one.
Yeah. Well, might send it to get rebuilt. Son of a bitch. Should just drop the V6 in it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so we know that's knocking, so there's no point in sealing everything up. But we'll tear it down. Maybe if the crank's good. That sucks. Which one is it?
This one right there.
Oh yeah. We'll flip it over and see what the cylinder walls look like. Alright, we're going to continue to tear this down. Is it dead? No, it's not dead. It's almost dead. Alright, so we just finished. Pulled my glove off, and I guess I fucked up somewhere. Everything looks good. Obviously, we're going to be changing this out. But you can see in here the cross-hatching still looks good. So, I'm going to talk to some people and see what's the best way about going this rod knock. I don't really want to spend a lot of money. It's a junkyard engine. I just need it to be reliable for the S10. So, it wasn't too bad. The heads look good. Everything looks pretty good. Just gonna clean them up, and like I said, I'm gonna take a little bit to think, maybe tonight, tomorrow, then impulse buy some stuff. But yeah, we're gonna get back to it. All right, so pretty much done for the day. Gonna do some cleaning. I don't know if I'm gonna pull the crank yet, but I pulled the number. I'm not sure how this the pistons are numbered on this 5.7 Vortec. I don't know how 350s go, but I assume it's the same. But I would, you know, shit, I don't even know. Anyways, this piston, second from the back on the passenger side, was not rod knocking. All the cross hatches look good. You know, it looks like it still has plenty of life. Pistons are a little dirty, beat up. You know, nothing crazy though. I'm gonna probably go with the stock piston. I might even use the piston. Here's the piston here. You see it's like clean on one side, which is weird. The other one wasn't like that. You got a little bit of... No, it looks good. Thought I saw detonation. But you can see here, it's pretty scuffed inside of here. And then the crank journal, the rod journal for the rod bearing on the crank is pretty beat up. Here's the rod bearing. It was spun. It was all the way on the bottom side with the other side. So I'm gonna see how I can salvage this, try to get away. Like I said, it was 287 bucks. I was trying to get away with cheap. So we're gonna try to keep it cheap. Other than that, we'll see what happens. Thanks. Stay tuned for more. I don't know if I'm gonna film after this, cleaning all this crap up, but I still gotta clean up regardless. Thank you guys for watching. So I don't ever think I explained or mentioned where this is going. I got a 88 S10 extended cab out front, straight bed. It's in beautiful condition. My buddy Austin basically gave it to me. He had plans where he needed space for his garage, and I needed a hauler cruiser because I just bought this house, and then if you're a homeowner, you know, you have sheetrock, extra sheetrock, or plywood, or 2x4s that you don't need that are junk, and you got to haul them out. Well, they've just been sitting in my front yard and my backyard. I have junk, so I figured out mini trucks are badass. I've always liked them. I had a badass one when I was younger, and so I was thinking just a nice little dropped S10, lots of power to haul shit, do some burnouts if I want to. It's just got the 460 L's, I don't know what it is, the 460 in it, automatic. I might go 5-speed later, but I'm just trying to keep it cheap and reliable, and I'm going to refresh this, make it nice, make it run good, so I can just hop in it and start it. It was the carved V6, and I'm not familiar with carburetors, and I don't want to have to tune it or buy an expensive one that self-tunes, so I went with the 5.7 Vortec, and it is basically a small block Chevy 350, and then they added the EFI on top, straight into the throttle body pretty much, it looks like. I'm still not too crazy familiar with it, but it uses the same exhaust manifolds as the mount kit. There's a swap kit for small block Chevys into the S10, and the motor mounts are in the same spot, so I went with the cheap option. I only paid $280 for this. I still need to get the rest of the intake, alternator, and torque converter, which I left at the junkyard. So, but they're super easy to find. I found this one out of a 97 Suburban, which, you know, there's like millions of those. But so that's where this is going. I'm gonna clean it up. I don't think I'm gonna paint it. It seems to be in good condition. I'm just gonna brake clean it up. Probably put new spark plugs while I have the headers off. But even these spark plugs look good, but I'm still going to swap them. And we'll see what happens. It looks to be in really good shape, besides whatever damage I do to it. Okay, it's about 8:30. I got all my parts on the rack, intake, valve covers, all that stuff. Oil pan, clutch fan, water pump assembly, and then box of a bunch of crap. My buddy just kind of took off the bolts, and so now we got a bag of bolts, so that'll be fun because I've never put one of these together. Made a huge mess, so I'll have to bleach that later. So I found a good deal on a built one, 5.7 Vortec. turns out number 6 piston rod bearing was spun, and then 7, 8, and 3 are loose. They got a small rock. So the dude's gonna take my core and the heads, and I'll give them to him as a core charge. And then what else? So I'm gonna give him my gasket kit too. There we go. So that's gonna be next week. Pretty excited to show you guys the engine I'm gonna get. It's the same. It's gonna be a 5.7 Vortec, and then I'll probably need some gaskets to get it set up for the EFI. Paku, get out of here. Yo, take it outside. I swear this dog. Hey, hey. Get out of here. Get it out. Nope. Yeah. So that's that. Should be ready sometime next week or so. And then we'll see what we're gonna do, if we're gonna drop it in the S10. But we still gotta put it together, put all the accessories on it. Probably gotta take a run to the junkyard to pull a alternator and a full intake pipe, and then a torque converter, because I didn't grab that last time because I'm dumb. But I'll grab that and it'll be good. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to have more videos out soon.